So this is my animalwell wrap-up episode. Last time I asked you all for hints as to where can I find my remaining bunnies because I just could not face anymore trying to backtrack back and forth until I can locate something that might be a bunny and stuff like that. But I'm hoping that once I get to the locations, I can figure it all out. I mean, I did also get the names of the bunnies, so it does point a little bit more to what I may also need to look out for. But I mean, that's fine. Like, I've gotten so far in this game by myself. I've gotten 2 endings. I gotten all of the eggs. I've got, what was it, 11 bunnies by myself. I mean, okay, well, the billboard, I guess it doesn't count as by myself in terms of finding it because you can't. I've solved the pieces myself if we want to count it, but yes. Now I'm just like, I just want to see what else is here and just see how it all comes together in the end. So one of the bunnies is supposedly somewhere here and it's called a UV bunny, but it moves. So we have to just walk around and watch out for something that we can be able to see with UV. I'm not quite sure if it's the case of we just go around with UV until it appears, or is it a thing of like we have to see a sign. Oh, there was something. Where are you? There's now like sparkly things. There was like a ghosty thing on the ladder. Okay, I'm following the sparkly things because I was like, yeah, I'm not sure if I have to notice something first and then put my UV on, but it seems like just having the UV and running around was enough. There he is. I caught him. Okay. That's the first one. Now, I think there is another one, yeah, nearby where we are now. We need to switch this. Yes, in this room, there is supposedly, because someone said yes, the chinchilla thing on this side. There is supposedly a bunny here somewhere, somehow. Like it might obviously not be visible right away. It might be something that we have to do, because obviously there's a puzzle here that we solve with this chinchilla. That's what we had to do to solve the puzzle. Just drop him on the button. There is an exit that we had here, but that's what we've unlocked before, and there is the manticore with its mice friends. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so apparently this puzzle is not solvable on the controller, which I mean goes along with another puzzle I'll discuss in a little bit, which is not solvable unless you have a specific thing. So I did look at it, and apparently, yes, apparently if you use your mouse, you can jiggle the vine in the game, and I guess if you're playing on Switch, you can do this on the touchscreen. I'm pretty sure this game is like on the Xbox and whatever, and there is no way on the Xbox to do this. But yeah, if I'm doing this up top here, you can see that there are arrows hidden behind the vines. So we have right and upright and right and down, right, down, left, right. Like, it's literally not, like, if I just don't touch the vines, then you can see like the fairies are flying near there. You can see those, like you can maybe see a couple pixels of an arrow, but it doesn't really look like an arrow. So, wow. Okay, well, I know what to do with arrows. That's not a problem. There we go. It's another bunny teleport to this bunny. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this one. Okay, so it's right above the room to the side where the mural is. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's not even clear that you can do this even with the mouse, because obviously there is no mouse cursor, so there's nothing you can do in the game with the mouse normally, like the way you play. So you literally have to just randomly be like, oh, I want to jiggle my mouse around. And in any other place that will not, I guess, produce much, and there's this one place where it will. So I guess, yeah, this game just reaches that place of like, yeah, it's just hidden. It's just so hidden. The dev doesn't even care if you can find it or not, because yes, on I guess if you're only playing with controller and on an Xbox, then not for you. Okay, so for the next one, we need to be somewhere here. So the next bunny is called the Crow Bunny, and apparently, well, I mean, there's lots of crows here, but apparently we need to be in this room. Okay, I can see where this is going. We have crows arranged in 8 spots, and they're all calling independently of each other. So I assume it's a tune we have to follow on the flute. So let's come, ready. I don't know where it starts. There's a pause, so maybe now. There we go. Let's not press the die button. Let's collect our bunny. This one, I guess, if you're already familiar with the flute, that's noticeable and it's solvable. But obviously, doing this area early, I've learned about the flute songs. I guess I had the flute early on, but it took me a while to get to like flute songs and what they do. So I guess I didn't backtrack this room a lot, or just didn't notice. But yeah, knowing that there was a crow bunny around here, it's a lot easier to see that you need to solve this. So that one seems a lot more fair in terms of like, yeah, you can solve this yourself. So after that, we've got a couple more weird ones. As you can see, my computer is now active because previously it wasn't. And people are like, oh, you can't interact with it? That's interesting. Yeah, so there were lots, like this one had the most hints for it, with like, oh, you have to, look outside the box, you have to make it interactive. So it was quite obvious that it wasn't just about like, I need to notice some information, I had to actually change something for the game to understand I've changed it and this to become interactive, but it's not inside the game. And obviously if we inspect this, then we get a computer and we get a printer. So I have a printer, but it wasn't connected to this computer, and it's also old, and it also doesn't work very well. So even though I can press on the interact here and it tries to print something, it just does not. I can print other things in my printer, and I've looked it up, and there were some other people on the Steam page saying that they couldn't print it either. So it just might not place nice with some printers or something. But basically what it led me to is that information that there is it prints like a sheet to make an origami of a rabbit, and then on that rabbit there are instructions of what to do, but it just does not want to work for me for whatever reason. So there is an alternative to it. They actually made an alternative version for people who don't have printers. Now this one seems very arbitrary fine, right? Because if you have already a PC that's set up with a printer, this will be immediately available to you, and then you just have to solve the origami and that's it. So it feels just like, depending on your setup, you get it or you don't get it. For people who don't have printers, there's apparently alternative, and I mean, I've had to just look that up, because yes, if you don't have a printer set up to your computer, you get the hard to find version of this, but the answer is a lot more immediate if you do it right, instead of having to then do an origami to get it. So okay, so apparently this is where the alternative answer... Oh, leave me alone. This is where the alternative answer is to the situation with the printer. And yeah, what you're apparently supposed to notice is this grass. And you can scan it with your... well, you need something to read barcodes, which these days you can get a phone to do that, right? You can get a barcode scanner on your phone camera. Okay, so scanning this as a barcode gives 1875673. So that's obviously, once again, numbers correspond to flute directions, so we can play this as a song as well. And this opens. I do wonder how that works from the office then. Does it teleport you here, or does it tell you to go somewhere? But on top of the rabbit, we also got a Mama Jazz statue in here, or like a figurine. I don't know. Like, once again, where do those things go? Do they go in our house? Do they go in our office? Who knows? Oh yeah, there it is on our shelf. So I assume there might be more to collect through other bizarre things to be doing. Now, the final rabbit we need to collect, I was told, is in this pod room, and it's not doable on a single save slot. Now, what I've been doing a little bit is playing around with speedrunning techniques. Like, what it told me is that yes, it is unlikely that I will be able to speedrun the game, because like there are some crazy tricks needed to do the super fast speedrun. Maybe I could pull on some of the slower ones, but more practice needed. But what I've been doing is using the other save slot for it, and for doing that, been reminded that when you spawn in the game, when you first start the game, you obviously get the little animation, but then you're in this bulb. And when you wake up, it plays little music. And while it plays the music, there are also sparkles coming out different directions. So we all know what that means, but yes, we need this information across multiple saves. So obviously I have a recording of my initial save and then the other two saves as well. So we can put it all together into a single piece of information. So obviously in my very first video, we have the directions and the music from the first bulb. Yeah. Now, I'm really glad they added the little sparkles, so I'm not forced to figure out from the music what the directions are, because that would make me mad. Please don't make us tone-deaf people try to figure out what the sounds are, even in relation to each other. Okay, so this is the first top save bulb. It goes right down, left, up. Then I have some other videos. So yeah, this is for save slot 2, right down, but then it goes top left and top right. And then for save slot 3, we get bottom right, bottom left, top left, and top right. Okay, well, so I assume we just have to put that together in another song, but I'm not sure if we have to be there or can we do it anywhere. Okay, it doesn't work here, but that just might be because need to be at the start. Okay, let's try playing the music in here then and see if it works. No, I may have transcribed it wrong then. Okay, turns out it may also be to do with another hint someone has left me about another room I was in last time, which is this room. Someone said like, oh, potato could blend in here, and indeed, if we inspect this here, there's a mural in the back that says Bunny Rabbit, bulb, and 4 different bulbs with different shapes. So if we look at the bulbs, yes, and here the second slot bulb has little horizontal lines. The first float bulb has vertical lines, and I'm gonna assume the first stage float bulbs is just no lines. Obviously I didn't see it because I've just used new game to start playing. So yeah, we want the first bulb, then the second bulb, first bulb again, and then the third bulb. So we have to inject an additional line into our music, and I assume we play it here then. Okay, so this is how the song goes. And we teleport again to some tunnel with a bunny, and we collect another one. Oh, and this is actually over here where at some point, like, I was suspicious about the space that was left on the map around this room, and I was like, oh, can we go behind the waterfall or something? But no, it's a secret spell. And therefore, I think now we have achieved the 16 bunnies that are actually possible to find in the game normally. Let's say that because apparently there's like other crazy things that you can do to find more or something. I don't know. So yeah, now I have 16 rabbits. So means now what I'm going to do is go back to... Let's go back to here, get in the donut to go here to the bunny place. And now we've got all those bunnies doing their things. So we need to record their ear patterns after their hops. So this guy here, it's right, and then top left. And the other guy is left, down, up. Third guy, down, left, up. And then the orange guy, he's right, down, up, left. And then we got some empty spaces and another 3 bunnies. So he goes, it's hard to see, could you stand somewhere else? Oh, okay, maybe without the lantern is easier. So he goes up, down, up, right. Then the next one is down, up, right. And the next one is right, left, up, right. The duck bunny is right, up. And then we got the see-through bunny, down, left, up. The pink bunny is left, up, down, left. And this purple bunny is up, right, up, left. This is left, up, left. Next one, up, left. Then left, right, down, right. Did I miss some? Because that's not 16. 2 here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 50. Oh, wait. I've missed the UV guy because without the UV you can just about see like the grass he's munching in the background, but he's not visible. So I missed him. So his ears are up, left, and right. So that's all of the 16 rabbits. Information with the direction of the ears I've got noted down. So now we need to interpret this information using the office clues. So here it gives us the 4 directions each of the bunny ears can be. So we have 0 for right, 1 for down, 2 for left, 3 for up. But then when it says like, oh, an up and a right is 12, which obviously it's not, right? It's not directly 12 when you do it like that. So I've been thinking through this bit myself for a while, right? Because I was like, I know this will be what we need to do, but I can't test it until I've got all the bunnies anyway. So somehow the direction of up and left, so 3 and 0, translate to the number 12. And yeah, I mean, the way we get this like here thing, it's like abstract with something inside, so it gives sort of, you know, programming vibes situation, and like he got his computer, the potato's doing programming in his office. That's the potato has made the game, basically, that's the lore. But obviously, like most commonly with computers, you get binary, but this is not binary because neither of those numbers are concerned to just 1 and zeros, but instead those arrows set us up for a 4-based number system, right? So we have 0, 1, 2, 3 as possible values in a 4-based number systems. In binary it's 0 and 1, and then 4 is 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. And if we use the 4-based number system in that way, so if we have up and right, and then left and right. If we translate it to the numbers based on the arrow values, we get 3, 0, and we get 2, 0, right? So that's 30 and 20, it's not 12 and 8. But if we do it in a 4-based number, like if we say those numbers were 4-based, so we get, and we input them here, what this translates to is 4 times 3 plus 0 is 12, and 4 times 2 plus 0 is 8. So with that information, we can translate all of the bunnies to those values. But yes, need to write all of them down and convert them to their values and do all of that, because of course this game cannot be simple, and basically it has to be like maths homework on top of everything else that we've already had to do here. Okay, so if we translate the values of the ears from the 4-base to the decimal, we get pairs of numbers like this. So we have the first numbers, they're actually all unique, but the second numbers they can't repeat. Yes, that means we could potentially order those values. So we get them ordered, they're actually continuous 0 to 15. So it gives us some order, but then it gives us just like random values that don't really correspond to, like, obviously they go over 8, so they're not like fluid directions. And like what's the meaning of 14, 15, stuff like that. So that's yet another layer of that to crack, right? Because okay, we figured out that we can transform the direction of the ears into a different number system that then lets us order them. Okay, like we have an order of numbers. Cool. We still have this. Like, I have no idea what BDTP stands for. No idea. The struct is interesting because it would represent something like, this is a whole thing that goes together. Structure. We have the nibble, crumb, but we have, yes, the first thing it says nibble is index, which would correspond to the fact that the first number is an order. It's an index of the value. But then it gives us direction 0, direction 1. Originally, I thought this was directory. Like, I thought there was some, hidden game files that would be called directory 0 and 1, and we had to go in there, but there was no files to find, or directories to find. So it could stand for direction. But that would sort of mean that while the first set of ears on the bunny, we have to turn it into a number to get the index. The second set of direction on the bunny ears, we don't transform it, so I just did half of this work I just did was for nothing. And then we use them as directions, right? So the first pair is the order, and the second pair is the actually, a direction. So with that in mind, Okay, with that in mind, we end up with a set of directions in an order for some reason. Now, of course, this can be a flute song, although yes, using only cardinal directions on the flute. So, I don't know, do we try it here? Do we try it at the bunnies? Nope, well, let's try it at the bunny place where the donut is, maybe. Maybe that will do something. But at this point, who knows? It may be something completely different. Not to do with the flute at all. Nope, not a song here. Like, I felt like I solved something, but then it's still not enough to progress me to the next thing. Now, there is this flag here. And in the office on that board where we see the puzzle, there is a flag there. So maybe I play it here. Okay, let's go again. Nope, also not this. I'm just gonna look at a hint. Like, I didn't get any hints from it from you, but I did find like a, like a guide with just like spoilered things so you can get hints in order. Oh my god. Okay, so turns out it is not a flute song. And again, I would have not figured this out myself. This is crazy. But apparently I have to board the manticore and basically follow this as if it's a path going from the flag. So that's what the connection was. Okay, so if I start here. There we go. I have reached a new place, a different place that you can only reach by following a very well hidden set of instructions in your manticore. How are you supposed to know that it's an instruction for how to write your manticore? I do not know, because I managed to, after having to get help with the bunnies, I've managed to figure out that, oh yeah, you can get some directions by doing the ear code. But the fact that this was a write your manticore around empty screens until you get somewhere. No, how do people figure those things out? I guess they just keep going until they find something. Hi, can I help you? You're so big. I can't even go through you. Do I need some other secret code? Did you just eat me and now I am traveling inside? Really? Really? I've just been through a rabbit digestive system. And then what? I just went through a rabbit and now I'm on the other side. What does it mean? Was I supposed to find something inside the rabbit? I don't think there are any secrets here. Seems to just be this one path. And then I come out the other side. Oh, I can now turn into a little moth and fly. I am now my own transportation system. I can return to... Can I fly in the normal levels? Or is it just gonna be... Oh no, it works here too. Okay, well then I guess this is just super fast traversal. Now why would we need a super fast traversal system at what feels like the very end of the game? It's probably because there is more goddamn backtracking. Oh, dear lord, this game. Okay, like I am done. It's been deep enough with this game. I looked at it and apparently, yes, you can do more backtracking now with, I guess this is here to just help you, and you can go and annoy a bunch of animals and they will give you secret messages, and if you decipher the secret messages, there will be a secret message from the developer at the end of the game to be like, wow, I didn't expect anyone to find this and stuff like that. So if they didn't expect anyone to find this, then I mean, yes, I think I've crossed the line quite a while ago of like no single person was supposed to find this, and to do the rest of it, it just feels like I would be just, you know, reading what it says here and exactly following the instructions. And some of it is not even, some of it is not even doable on your current, so like the current save game. We would have to start a new game, so then we don't even get to use our superpowers. So I think I'm done. I'm sure, you know, if you really want to see what's out there at the very end, there's a way to find that. But I think I've gone far enough. Yes, this was a very fun game. I really enjoyed the puzzles, the traversal, exploration, the puzzles that we had to do up to a point. And then it's like, as I said in some comments already, I see puzzle games as something, you know, you do by yourself, right? You solve the puzzles, and you know, with a lot of those games, people tell you, oh, don't look anything up, just play the game, right? Avoid spoilers. And obviously that's the thing with those kind of games, right? You want to avoid spoilers because you want to solve the puzzles. But then at some point you have to know that you've reached a point where the devs decided this is now, for the community to do this and find this. So you're supposed to know to give up and start just talking to people, and what were you supposed to get from the people and what you were supposed to get yourself. And I mean, it's entirely up to the dev that they want to do that. I'm sure it's really fun for some people to work in the community as soon as the game comes out to see who can figure out all of the deep secrets first and all that kind of stuff. But obviously, if you're more like a person that likes to work through the games themselves and solve all the puzzles without looking up guides, then you're kind of out of luck. And especially, you know, if you're playing the game after it came out, or playing the game sometime after it came out, once the puzzle's already been solved by the community, a lot of the time what will happen is you will look something up, and of course all that is out there is just, here's the answer, right? And some people did, right? Like, as I was looking, you know, there are guides on Steam that are like, okay, you can, you know, get progressively more hints revealed with the spoiler tags, so you know that helps you nudge you in that direction without immediately being like, here's the answer. So that's nice of the community to leave those traces behind. But yes, I guess for single player game, for the single player portion of the game, I have already reached it some time ago, and then I, you know, got lucky. I was able to scrape through some extra bunnies without too much help, and then I just was curious what else, and I've let you and other internet sources help me to get this far. But I think, yes, I think this is enough. I think I don't need to get through this last level. I've mentioned it in some comments as well. I've been looking at speedrunning and the tricks people do to go speedrunning, like breaking the game using different tricks, like using the bubble wand very early on to get through places in not the intended way to be faster. And there's like a secret flute code, like there's a teleport flute code to this room, but you can only find it by like cheating or something. So yeah, this game has totally crazy content, and I've tried for a couple days to see if I can learn the various speedrunning techniques to do it, and I've gotten through a bit of the game, like getting through like the start area and get the bubble wand and the disc sorted out in like under 10 minutes. I think like I've had like a save there with like 12 minutes on it, where I've already had like flames and I've had a bunch of tools and stuff like that. But I think what it stumped me is like you have to like do the chameleon battle by going through some ghost things where you like have to jump into the ghost, so they push you back onto your bubble, and then you're able to traverse through the ghost, so you don't have to do like the whole path that takes you to the chameleon. You get yo-yo tricks where you get the yo-yo to go through walls and stuff like that. So it was fun to try that, but yes, I don't think in the end I can get a full speedruns that, get me all the rewards anyway. And all you get is like collectible figurines, which, are like extras for your house that doesn't even lead to any secrets, which I mean, it's fine, because it would would be crazy if they unlocked more secrets after the speedrun. But yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoyed this series. This last episode was kind of like me just digging for things, trying to see what else is there, not, you know, really solving everything myself, because I've thoroughly, I think, gone for everything I could myself. And this was just a bonus. So yeah, hopefully you'll stick around for next games I'm playing, anything, you know. I'm playing a bunch of games that's already been out for a while, but I'm hoping, you know, in the future as more puzzle games come out, maybe I can get to solve them, you know, early on, and you get to see that. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you soon on another adventure.